And once again, I have to kind of expand my platform. So now I'm exploring a different option for. I'm exploring a different option for my. I'm gonna start utilizing my mic again and podcast through my LG tablet. I think I might need to look for a replacement because this type of LG was they're hard to find. It has an actual USB port, the not just the small but the big USB port, so that you could plug in different things into it. So I'm gonna look for some more tablets like that, and maybe I might get that instead of another computer. But I'm running the phone lines through. I'm running the phone lines through my computer now, so hopefully that will help stabilize everything. Let's see what we running on right now. Make sure everything is balanced. And I mean, I had a lively day yesterday. I mean, between work, I was able to help because Dr. Myers was interested in starting a podcast, and it was my pleasure to go over there to the Extension Center and walk her through the process. And then also Kevin Harris was interested. And, and it's like you can know somebody for years, right? And not really know what their passion is. And I was sitting down talking to Kevin, and usually we talking about other stuff, but he got into what he was really passionate about, and that shit was incredible. You understand what I'm saying? I did not know that this man liked to cook like that. This man is a chef. Good morning, Miss Gina G.
Can I get some ambrosia?
Some who?
Ambrosia.
Some ambrosia? Yeah. You want some ambrosia? Yeah. Take that. What's up? Oh, because of the nose. Go ahead, girl. You want the medicinal ambrosia? Come on, let me give you some medicinal ambrosia. But you get to know a man by what he loves. And when his brother started talking about cooking, family, I mean, it was incredible. I mean, the stuff and the dishes he came with. That's why I had to turn on my camera, because I was like, see, this is when I don't know if y'all ever follow my some of my posts, and I put up shots of mastery. You know what I'm saying? When you see somebody that's passionate about some shit, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's like, and then, they start showing you pictures. They pull out not just, I'm talking about it. No. Let me show you what I've done. You know what I'm saying? And start going through the pictures of what they do, man. That's a shot of mastery moment. So I wanted to, demonstrate what else he could do along with podcasting, because he's a technical dude. So I know he could catch on to it all. But I'm going to give you a little bit of this, and then I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to crack this other gallon, because we're going to have to go. Y'all going to have to go. Did y'all take a bath last night? Huh? Y'all can't remember? Y'all was kicking it last night with your mama? You can't remember y'all was kicking it that hard? You know the kids be kicking it hard when they can't remember whether or not they took a bath. Alright. Your daddy ain't as strong as he used to be. Alright, we're going to have to move to another one.
I'm going to try to see if you're weak. Okay, can't open it.
Alright. Here. So, I did a short interview with him, and we're going to continue that because now this is real strong. Yeah. This one is real strong, but it's medicine, so you're going to be straight. kill that shot, you're gonna be alright, baby girl. So now I'm gonna go downstairs and get some more ambrosia so that you can sip on that. So while I am doing that, family, y'all grab your glasses, y'all get your water together. Let me go on, put on the chat just in case some of y'all want to holler at me. Lines will be open.
Hey guys, it's Steven. This
And then after that, I was invited to the smoke shop by one of the brothers to meet his cousin, and they wanted to talk about starting a business. And I'm like, so man, shit, I had a blessed day yesterday. Overall, it was a blessed day. I mean, I was some challenges because I had to do some stuff. Because you know, how you doing, Miss Kim? We always end up doing some stuff that we don't necessarily like. Ooh, I want y'all to see it. Now watch it. Watch it. How you doing, Miss Dion? Watch it. Y'all watch it?
Don't do it.
You don't do it? Oh man, I was kicking it because I was with him, and then I was with a young man that I could turn over the mic to and not have to worry about nothing, man. It's like, yo. So, I mean, that's what it's about. Being able to encourage and in the small ways support people with skills. So, you know, he wanted to do a show because I used to do a show called Freestyle Nia. I got it, man. I still owe 63 push-ups, so I'm gonna do those later on today. But we do a show. Used to do a show called Freestyle Nia, and I would just freestyle every Nia, right? And I would go to the hookah shop. I would sit down and I would just do a show. I mean, sometimes it'd be 20 minutes, sometimes it'd be 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? But it would all be freestyle and just have a conversation. And even if nobody was there, we'll do it. I would do it. And then, like, he would be around. So he said, hey, man, why don't you come on out, do the show. I got a cigar for you. Blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, cool. I'm going to come out. So I come out and we talk. You know, I give them some advice about the business that they're talking about going into, which is very impressive because it's going to take a lot of young man time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like they really talking about doing some nation building shit. So, yeah, I was thrilled. I was thrilled. Then I'm going back to Kevin. He would pull out videos that he made of food. So it was almost like food porn. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like in the way he described the process that he go through. And then, I mean, and I don't even eat meat. And I was looking at the food and I'm like, damn, dude, I didn't know you was in. Listen, I said, that sweet, he called it the sweet sticky thing, right? I don't even eat pork. I haven't ate pork in years. Now I ain't one of those that be like, pork is nasty. The old nasty, dirty, stinky pig. Listen, obviously you never had no Canadian bacon. Obviously you haven't had that thick bacon with the rind on the side. Obviously, somebody in your house could not cook some goddamn pork chops. Obviously, you did not have people in your family that knew how to clean chitlins properly. I'm just saying, I don't eat meat and I don't eat pork because I choose not to. Not because that shit wasn't good. If nobody ever said it, I'm just saying it. I choose not to. It wasn't because listen, My grandmother used to lay it down, dog. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, you know. But, so I'm looking at the pulled pork sandwich. And then on top of that, he took this special coleslaw. And he smothered it on top of that. And then he smothered, you know, I could eat the coleslaw on bread like that. But I'm just like, just the whole way that he did it. I'm like, man, good God Almighty. And just to see somebody enjoying themselves or exercising the principle of the day on something he loves. And then afterwards, going to hook up with some young men who were very creative last night in the conversation. And then, you know, they hit, because Shaka's a late night dude. I don't know if y'all know this, but I just started falling off like 40 minutes into the podcast. I was like, shit, because I done about 3 of them that day, and then I did one the night prior to that. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, shit. So they's talking, and I'm just going back farther and farther and farther, and then the place they chose, I don't know what's up with their heat, but they heat with space heaters. So we unplugged the space heater closest to us so that we could get the computer to run. So I'm cold, sleepy, and I'm like, family, we gotta go. But anyway, that's enough for me right now. But family, lines will be open, 614-556-4535. Hopefully, we won't have a problem with the line droppage, because I am running the Spreaker on a different device at this point in time. So, you know, hey, I mean, I got to get creative, man, because I like talk to my people. I don't like the lines dropping. You know, I sent Uber conference email just the other day. Let's see if it calmed down a little bit so that we can go and get it. Just a little. Almost lost it. All right. Next time I open, I should be able to do it for the libation. So here we go, family. Y'all know what it is. Grab your glass. First off, I want to welcome you to the congregation of the mighty. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Man, good job, Anime. Good job, girl. This is a Heart of a Simple production. Of course, you know this is the Daily Toast. Great Kuumba to all of you, and know that we strive
to love you all paradigm.
You heard it from the baby.
Mr. Diddy.
Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take a breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Breathe, breathe, then drink. Now, grab your glass and get some water. Get your plastic thing of water. Twist the cap off that water. Lift and pour your water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink, yes. Now move your body and get some water. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Now, move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Or should we say, move, move, then drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Man, just raise your glass. For one man, drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Now take your breath and drink some water. Lift your glass and pour some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise and toast your ancestors. Breathe, live, move, toast. I did that wrong, or did I say it right? Let me see. Breathe, live, move, toast. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Break down. Drink, 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 drink. Lift your glass. Get off your ass and lift your glass. Toast your ancestors. Toast your ancestors. Toast your ancestors. Take your breath. Take your breath. Take a breath. Move. 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 Let's see how much time we got. We got to finish this water. We got 50 ounces in 30 seconds. Can he do it? Can he do it? We can try, right? Let's try it. Let's try it. A little bit over halfway. Not quite halfway. I'm not quite halfway. But check it out, family. Let's see. We got some other comments. Shouts out to Kim Carswell. Good morning to Miss Dion Watson. Shouts out to Brother Kwame. We got Brother Quasi. Brother Kwame say, let Shasha and Gina know assort some more hot green beans to blow up their old paradigms. Uh-oh. He got some more. Oh, you got some more hot green beans. Uh-oh. A reality show? Nah. I don't need no reality show. We need to just grow what we doing. Then, you know. Hey, it is what it is. All right, so family, like I said, it's Toast and Talk. So lines are open or will be open for discussion about anything you want, from anything from the wall to my mind's telling me no, right? Or any other people getting caught up. Politics, economics, science, mathematics. We got somebody in our tribe that could cover each one of those topics proficiently. So feel free to call in and spark up the conversation. Those that are listening in on Spreaker or will be listening in on Spreaker, please comment and let me know how the sound is, because right now I am once again streaming through my tablet. I want to make sure that the sound is good. We got some more comments. Let's see what else is going on. What up, Aaron? Oh, somebody named Aaron on here? Uh-oh. See, I don't get to see all of the Let me see. I need to pull up my Hootsuite. I need to pull up my personal Facebook. Because I need to see. I mean, if it's more comments coming on there, I think I better check them out. All right. So while we waiting, let's go and drink up this water. Let's throw on a little bit of music. Uh-oh. You know what this means, family? Because of the way I'm doing this, we can have us a nice little beat laying up under conversations here. Let's see. Let's try that. So we can have us a nice little rhythm, I think. Hold on. Because Spreaker is coming through. We're going. No. Phone line still coming through this. So we ain't going to be able to do this for too long. So let's just cut it off. Because somebody called in, we won't be able to do that. I'm going to figure it out. So I'm going to give me another set of speakers. And I am going to make it possible so that we will be able to have a beat up under our conversations and everything. So I'm opening up the phone lines. I'm going to finish this water. We're going to do the toast, and then we'll be open for conversation.
You are the first participant on this Uber conference. Please hold while we wait for the others to join.
By the way, we do have warrior training today. You know, my mom called me, and it was almost like, she made it almost sound like the weatherman was making reservations for snow at 12 or some shit like that. I don't see no snow. She said, "Oh, they say it's coming at 12." I mean, like, snow make appointments now or something, you know? What the hell? It's making appointments. Did it call you?
This call is being recorded.
Did it call you in advance and let you know it was coming through? You know? What's up? What's up, Quasi? I don't know why your name don't pop up on your stuff, man. What's going on?
It just know me too good, I guess. I don't even feel like I'm important no more. The computer done got used to me. Ain't that some shit?
That's messed up, man. That's messed up. I'm sitting up. I walk into the place, they got, God damn, I hate that washer. I walk into, see, this is real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey, you know? Got washers that's protesting shit. But walk into the place last night and they got brown liquor. I just had a little light liquor. I was like, okay. Oh, how am I gonna handle this? My mind's telling me no. Walking, he got a big old cigar. Brother, you want the flat cut or you want the, my mind's telling me no. Flat cut, man. This flat cut. Okay. All right. I'm like,
it's gonna always be brown with me, sir.
Well, I mean, you know what? It was brown with me all the way through my 30s. Me and my brother, we were all the way through the 30s. It was brown. But brown knocks you down. Just let you know. As you get older,
I can't lie. I might have a little gin every now and then.
Exactly. I mean, that's how it started with us too.
Mood.
We moved one weekend. Tried gin. I didn't like gin. I never liked gin that much. Gin kind of remind me of, and I'm telling on myself, but I used to like to drink, but I used to taste everything. So I tasted cologne when I was younger.
Oh my God. I did it too, so.
Oh, okay. All right. So gin tastes like, cheap cologne. So it's like, vodka. I could do vodka. I could do potato juice. You know what I'm saying?
I can't stand vodka. I don't like how it makes me feel or act. Or taste.
It comes out clean. I mean, now, let me put it this way. When I when I was younger, a lot of people that I kicked it with was a lot bigger than me, and we would drink brown, and the effects wasn't that good on me at all. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm drinking with somebody that's outdoing me by 100 pounds, it ain't. I said we need an equalizer. I need something that's safer. Not that any drinking is safe, children that's out there listening. All right. But yeah, you called in. What's up? You got to have something on your mind, man. We had a great show last night. At least what I could, before I fell asleep and started breaking out into the freezing shakes, because it got colder than a motherfucker in there last night. I don't remember the place being like that before, man.
Because we unplugged the heater.
No, but remember, we went there. We never had the problem with it being cold up in there. Never.
Because we used to go in the summertime.
Was it? Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, because Rafe introduced me to that place. Well, actually introduced us. And it's like,
yeah,
I think we went a couple of times in the wintertime. It was never.
What's up with Rafe?
Huh?
What's up with Rafe? You talk to him?
Oh yeah, he doing good. He doing good. We gonna have to hook up.
I need to catch up with Rafe.
Well, anyway.
So yeah, I didn't necessarily. Huh?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just looking at. I mean, I think I had done maybe one or two little Facebook Live videos and had a view or two. When I kayaked down Allen Creek this past summer, I did like maybe a less than 5-minute video. But other than that, that was the first time I went live. It was like 60-something views. I was like, okay, that's what's up. I was impressed. Thank y'all, everybody that tuned in. I appreciate you.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Stay tuned for more.
Right. See, and it's like, so now what we have to do is figure out how to corral that audience into YouTube or even to the podcast, because Facebook is slick, dog. Facebook will not, I mean, I ain't gonna say will not, because I'm quite sure they're paying some people, but Facebook will not allow you to monetize the things, even though that's not the major priority, but it would be nice for us to be able to raise some funds doing stuff that we like doing. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like trying to build the platform to where we bring enough value to people, where we get enough views to be able to, I mean, it would be nice for us to be having that same conversation across the seas, going to different places. I mean, especially like being able to bring an audience to different countries in Africa. Not only are we talking about it, but we are also doing it, and we also are getting experiences that other people might be inspired to do. And it's not over yet. I think we still got time to make some stuff happen, because this do a train trip across the country with a whole crew of people and kick it.
Damn, that sound like fun.
Hell yeah. Just because trains, we could ride across the country for about $400. I mean, at least before the Great Pumpkin got in. We could go down to wherever there's a train in Ohio and just go west for about $400 round trip, damn near. Now, to get the better cars, the sleeping cars and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, it'll be a little bit more expensive, and then we'd be able to plot out a trip where we get off at different stations and tour the city. I'm thinking about a real life-changing trip for us and some young people. You know what I'm saying? Because you really get to see America from coast. Take a group of us, a group of young people, trip across America, get them to see the Pacific Ocean, make some major stops on the way out west, then take the train all the way from out west, all the way to the Atlantic Ocean, to New York or somewhere over there, and then to Ghana. Go to Ghana and that'll be a couple of a couple of $1 million, but shit, I think that shit would be worth it.
Shit, I'm down to sell some candy bars.
The coast, so they could see and get a feel for here, and then take them somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got. Shit, I'll get up here and I have to bottle up a whole lot of ambrosia, but we could do it.
Guided discussion. There's a couple. Well, actually, it's something that's on Facebook, and I saw this video, and I kind of reposted it. And I don't know, I might get in trouble for posting it. And it's it's bad. It's bad, and I made a joke out of it. So I guess I'm bad. I don't know. But it was this woman, and a guy. I guess they was dating. It looked like things weren't going so well for the two of them. She was all up in his face and kind of pushing him a little bit, and she didn't really hit him hard. It didn't look like she did him any harm, but he hit her with a vicious right hook, And I was having with a coworker. I was going out to I work with kids, and I was going the organization I work for has several different sites and age groups and all kind of it's a very extensive. They do a lot of work in the community on multiple levels. So I was going to a different site that I don't normally go to, so I had to contact. So when I reached out to her, she gave me the specific and particulars of how to get in, where to get in, when to come, all of that stuff to the school. And then she hit me with the something I wasn't ready for. She said, "What are your preferred gender pronouns?" I was like, "Holy shit, she's asking me that?" So I just tried to ignore it. And then she asked me again, meditated in between. I always put my phone on airplane mode because I don't want to be disturbed while I'm meditating. And then when I came back, she was like, "I said," like she was not like that. I'm not trying to. Because I completely respect where she was coming from, especially after I thought about it. It kind of gave me a new way of looking at it. But so in light of people, and also I've been exploring the potential of doing a legal name change. So I went down to probate court and I got the paperwork, and looking through that, I found out that you can legally change your gender. So does that change the game? If you can legally change your gender and you can decide how you want to be identified, does the concept of men ain't supposed to put their hands on women, does that still apply? You know what I mean? I don't know if you want to go into it, but that's just something. I mean, me, I am a peaceful person. I like to sharpen my sword and keep my sword sharpened. Ultimately, I think that will keep the peace to defend my peace. But, for some other people,
I would expect more. I totally, that shit totally, wait a minute. Did you just, thank you. Did you just ask me?
Oh man, I didn't kill you, did I? Was that too much?
wait, did you, restate the question. What you just, your gender is the knocking a woman off the table now. Is that the question you asking me?
I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna say it's off the table, but like as culture changes, then morality, or our definition of morality and how we thinking about these things, the conversation has to change around it. It's automatic. But I would imagine it kind of has to be, right? I don't know. I don't know.
And it changes gender, and every time he get beat up, you supposed to be looked down upon because you beat up a woman. So that, if you could change, are you sure? When you went down there, are you sure that you can legally change your gender? You telling me that I go downtown right now and change my gender?
I got the paperwork right here. Let me see. It says adult name change frequently asked questions. That's page 1. Let's see. What should I do if I want to change my name and my gender at the same time? Question number 9. This is the question. So the answer is, you may apply for a legal name change through our court to change your name. You should seek legal advice regarding a gender change. So apparently it is possible.
family, we living in a very, very different world. You can legally change your gender. So
I want to legally change my species.
Oh no, there you go with
you
that.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't. Is that am I going to? Is that offensive? Am I making fun of? I mean,
motherfuckers able to go in.
I think spider monkeys are cool.
I imagine if you could change your sex, you might as well be able to change your species. What species you want to change to, sir?
I always admired spider monkeys, and I kind of felt like a spider monkey since I was a kid.
But that's not really changing your species, is it? Somebody out there would him change.
What are you trying to say? You trying to say I came from a monkey? Look, I'm offended.
Well, I mean,
I don't care if I started the conversation.
We are primates. Now, I don't know. We are primates. And spider monkey is a primate, so I don't know if that's really an official change. You have to turn into a spider or some shit. I mean, you got to get out of the quadrupeds, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Be a cat or something. You know what I mean? Change species for real. You just flirting with the shit now. Spider monkey is not far enough away for us to legally give you permission to change. So I'm gonna ask you again, sir. What species would you like to change to?
Well, I don't like any of your limitations. So I want to be species neutral.
So I
don't like it that you're trying to impose your limitations on my existence.
What is the okay. So what's your preferred species pronouns?
All.
So you know what? But that's a legitimate question. Family. The brother asked that if you could change your sex, if you could change your gender legally, is one sex fighting another sex? Is it a taboo any longer now? Are we all equal? Are we all the same? See, because basically this is the idea that's rolling out. You know what I'm saying? So now women can go to war with men, and men could do, you know what I'm saying? All of it's the same now. So since we all are the same, why should we continue holding men fighting women as a taboo? Was that part of the question?
Absolutely.
All right, family. The gauntlet has been tossed onto the floor. The question has been asked. What do we all think out there in Gye-Nyame Journeyland? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? You know, shouts out to Miss Shelly I. Hold on. Mr. Kwame is throwing, the Black Yoda is throwing stuff up in my face. Because I shared that I was drinking cologne when I was young. I know I wasn't alone.
Smell good. It probably tastes good.
It probably tastes good.
Now, this dude on here, Quasi Low, can't spell because he said peace, appreciate you. Appreciate questions and answers plus facts, all love. Brother Kwame, dang, you brothers are out of my league. Y'all were tasting gin, shaking my head. Not to mention you were drinking, tasting cologne, shaking my. Don't judge me, Kwame. Don't do that. Don't judge me. I know you tasting some cologne.
I'm drinking my cologne and wearing my gin.
Miss Shelley, I say great riser. Phone went dead. Back on for a little. You know. So the question is on the floor. Miss Shelley I says no. We are the same. I don't know if I want to be in a world where we are the same. I'm just saying, that's me. I don't know if I want to exist in a place where we are all the same. Maybe I'm a dinosaur. Hell no, I know I'm not a dinosaur. I know I'm not on that. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
I mean, if you want to be, you should be able to be. If you want to be, I guess you should be able to be.
A dinosaur?
Sure. Why not?
It's a dinosaur?
I don't know why. I think if not,
what's the tax benefits?
It's discrimination.
Is there some tax benefits to that shit? See, is there a tax benefit to changing your sex? I mean, what a... it got to, you know, we are the same. He would have to change his blood type. Can I legally change my blood type? Can you legally change your race? Because Rachel Dolezal was trying, she wanted to be black. And we got a bunch of black people wanting to be white. So can I all of a sudden decide, see, because I want y'all to think about this. They can make it legally possible for you to go downtown and change something that's basically a fact. Because you do have male and you do have female. And males have certain things and female have certain things. And you could go down there and legally change this fact about yourself. But I don't see no motherfucking paperwork to change race, which is an illusion. I don't understand it. Because somebody say we have somebody that want to be white, dark as me, they want to be white. Can they be legally declared white? If you could change your sex, I think they should be able to change their race. And I think if Kwesi want to be a spider monkey, he should have every right to change his species. I don't think that's changed. Kwame, is if somebody wanted to be a spider monkey, would that be officially changing species? Those are the questions out on the floor, family. You know what I'm saying? We throwing down the gauntlet. The questions have been asked. Y'all not gonna sit up here and eat ramen. Man, my sister boss up. You still on the phone, Kwesi?
Yeah, what do you call that thing? This is completely unrelated. What do men do before they get married? They have that little thing where the strippers come. What do you call that again?
That's a bachelor party.
Ignore that question. I just needed to know.
He would. It is the best of times. It's the worst of times. Change from a biped Homo sapien to a Canis lupus. Is spider monkey Canis lupus? You should know that, Kwesi, if you want to change into one. Is a spider monkey a Canis lupus? From a Homo.
Now you're doing this. Now I gotta be informed about the decision that I'm making. Hold up, that's doing too much. Like, if I don't like it, I could just change back. There's an application for that too.
Nah, I don't. I think the changes should be one way. I don't think you should be. Because
that's discrimination, sir. You're imposing on my rights. I don't like it.
Damn. Okay. I say we are not. Shelly, I say I'm thinking she's saying we're not the same. Men and women are not the same. Someone else said we're all the same. I do not believe everyone is the same. But so he's saying he don't have to be. He just want to chill. They just have to feel. So where is the rate? So now reading the papers, is there anything in there about changing race?
Let me find it. Let's see. Name change, published in newspaper, victim of domestic violence, divorce, U.S. citizen. If I'm becoming a U.S. citizen, if I get married, spouse. If I'm getting married and want to hyphenate, what should I do if I want to change my gender? How do I prove my residency? If I'm in the military, where's my residency? What can I expect at the hearing? How long does a name change process take? That's it. 13 questions.
So there's nothing. You could change your sex, but you can't change your race.
For $158.
Damn. Y'all heard it here on the journey. Y'all gonna change your gender, but they ain't letting allow you to change your race. You making lateral moves in this motherfucker, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Be in a new world, man. I'm just dreading the moment. I'm just dreading the moment when all the bathrooms become the same. I might.
But you remember the Sushi Rock? Remember we went to the Sushi Rock? It was me, you. I think Madonna was with us. Devin was there. I think. You remember this? I think Hyde Park now, on the bridge on campus, right by the convention center.
Right. Okay.
We was balling there.
Yeah, kind of. Go ahead.
They had the gender-neutral bathroom. I mean, you had, like, gender-specific stalls, but you walk into one big area, all the men and women wash their hands in the...
Yeah.
I actually thought that was kind of swanky.
How many
I
times?
don't know, because it's kind of weird to hear women in there pooting and farting.
But how many?
Once. We was balling for a day. But
might not been because we was balling for a day. It might have been, you know...
We might have just all ate off of the same plate.
Yeah, I don't really like gender. Tomato. I just like being. I like having a bathroom just for men. Canis lupus is the wolf dog animal type. Nobody said anything about being a dog. If you wanted to change to be a dog, can you be a dog?
No. No.
I mean, legally, you might be able to do that.
No.
Legally, a boy could become a girl.
No.
See, I mean, even my baby's is like she like confused now. She looking at me like, Daddy make. Let's see, we got, however, I'm not into nothing but being a black woman made for hold on, I gotta push the O's on here. That's, when y'all see that means I have to move it up so I can see. Made for a black man strictly. I am not into, this is Shelly I am not into nothing but being a black woman made for a black man strictly. That's what I'm talking. I just like, as Quasi said, I'm not trying to impose on nobody's rights, but I love being me. I love being a man.
I ain't trying to get imposed on by nobody's wrongs either.
Hey, but like you said, they don't have to be informed about their choices, and you can't impose on their hey. How do you battle that? You know what I'm saying? How do you, I just go off into my own little corner and do my own thing. I ain't got time for that shit. I'm not trying to convince you that your choice is wrong. Matter of fact, if you want to change yourself, I'm just wondering why nobody is raising a funk about not being able to change race. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, I was gifted with the good one, so.
I'm just saying. But I mean, but just think about that, Quasi, and everybody else out there. The sex. Now, maybe somebody might need to explain the difference between the sex and gender.
Oh God, we're not gonna get into that.
No, because maybe I don't understand, because when I'm thinking of sex, I'm thinking of I thought they was the same thing. I thought they was interchangeable. But you saying an individual could change their gender. So is there a difference between changing your gender and changing your sex, or are they the same thing?
I think what people would say is sex is about reproductive organs, essentially. What reproductive organs you were born with, but gender is an expression of identity, and it's not necessarily tied to whatever genitalia you were born with.
And the minute we tasted this, we knew we had to buy more. Judges make the decision.
But I think even some people think that definition is limiting. So I don't know. It's like I think the threat of all of that is just losing accuracy, and people. We get into kind of murky waters, and then we kind of lose sight, we lose direction, we lose up and down. We kind of get lost in a sort of gridlock of indecision,
Yeah. I mean, that shit is, That's complicating something that might not need to really be complicated.
Yes. So the glasses girl goes home. No. Yes. So Leah, you go home. That's the glasses girl.
I knew that conversation was too. I just wanted, because it's something I think that's a lot more important that I wanted to share and get some ideas and thoughts about. And yeah, so that was just kind of a warm up as far as, I mean, I don't know if you want to continue in that route or if anybody else wants to call in and share their thoughts. I don't really want to say too much more about it.
All right. Brother Kwame say from the mouths of children, so he heard Sasha's response. Grown folks make grown decisions, sane or not. That's Shelly I. And Thomas, change your race is just a piece of paper. Is it? I didn't see it on the form that Kwesi had. You know, and that's more illusionary than sex or gender, I believe. But hey, that's me.
I think you can just change your gender just by filling out the census how you feel like it for real.
You could.
Change your race just by how you fill out the census.
No. See, because the census is the census don't even really is not. It's public record. It's not personal. See, when I change when a person go and change their gender, it's directly supposed to impact their life. This is why you paid $158 to change your name or to change your gender. So it's a personal act of, in a sense, of grabbing power. The census is just a collective. So in that collective, yeah, you're right. You could change your race in the census and nobody would know. You see what I'm saying? You could do if that was a solution, then a whole bunch of motherfuckers, when the census man came around, could change their sex on the census. But that's obviously not enough. You understand what I'm saying? So you have records places where you can go and put on your record who you are. So, you know, those black men and women that want to be white, when the police pull them over and harassing them, and he'd be like, look, I'm a white man. I don't have to take this. What you mean you a white man? Right here on my... Did you look at my goddamn license? I'm legally white. Just confuse the hell out the police. You can just confuse the police will be done for. It does say it's white. I am legally a white man, you bastard. And how dare you pull me over for your misconception of who I am.
Slippery slopes.
Well, hold on. I mean, but change your races. But changing your race. Listen, he said. Aaron says, change your race is like saying you don't come from a woman. Daddy. Hold on. Hold on. Yes, Sasha.
Gina.
Gina, what's up?
Okay, what you just said just sounds like racist.
What I just said sound like racist?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, get used to it, young lady. Change your race is like saying you don't come from a woman. Don't agree. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Thomas said, and just think about it. He said, change your race is like saying you don't come from a woman. But race is less real than the gender argument.
Why do that? That's mine, Daddy.
Scientifically, the race issue, the race thing is less real than the actual gender piece.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, so we now, family, this is just a sample of the discussion that we can have, but the lines are open 614-556-4535. But what I'm gonna do right now, Kwesi, is we're gonna knock the toast out so we can make sure we get the ancestors together, because my phone is charging slow and I want to make sure that I'm able to get the Spreaker people what they need. And then also I got to find all my damn charges. My family and friends just be taking shit for absolutely no reason I don't understand why they just can't leave my stuff be.
Leave me out of this.
Oh, leave you out of this? All right. So here we go. Family first, giving honor to the creator by whatever name you choose to call the creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that creator force. And we say, Ashe. From there, we call on the stars of the show. We are going to salute our ancestors, our list of ancestors. And once again, family, we always have more room for ancestors here on the journey. Here's the book right here to prove it. And most of these pages are empty. This is our new book. We went out and we got us a book for the journey. So let's go on and, I ain't going to say rush to fill it up, considering what we doing. But y'all know what I'm saying, right? I don't want it to be misconstrued, right? You know what I'm saying. Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert Tex, Anna Davis, Herman Brown, Sr., Rosalie Tilly, George and William Walter, Christopher Fanny Gasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Finn, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Elvira Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis, Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittman, No More Expat, Mile, Rob Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulliam, the Luxton brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Patrick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Bronson, Mr. Lawrence Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kiel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rendleman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Carolyn D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Weller, Vita Farmer, Gold Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Charmaine R. Evelyn, Deolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keach Larice. Hey, Shasha and Gina! Shasha and Gina! You need to find some clothes. Y'all need to find some clothes. Out. Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keach Larice, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sergeant Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Banks, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kitty, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Dorito Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Daniel Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, May Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hadley Vester, May Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Frankie Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Mina Triggs, Reverend Annie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Delimont Aries, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. Dress code. Why is dress codes legal in anywhere in America? Just saying. Just a thought. I mean, maybe let's compare apples to oranges. Dress code. All right. Precise. Hold on. Black Yoda is getting busy. Hold on, y'all. He says, Cheikh Anta Diop makes the argument about how imprecise one classifies races. Okay. Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Delimont Ayers, Jean and Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan, William Walter West, Nigella Parrish, Elder Basiji Falani, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFriedis Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Hadley, Elba Hines, Phyllis Lee, Brosia. Go on, finish that. Hold on.
You were at Ella being Robert.
All right, let's just start with DeFriedis Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Hadley, Elma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Ziemans, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren Infant, Sabar, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word, DeFrank Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson. Here, did you get it off? You got clothes? These the clothes? Okay, cool. Did y'all take a break? I don't think you need to handle that for me? Because we got to get out of here in a minute. Reverend Roosevelt, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Preston Boots Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavers, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Go, Edgar Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia Bradley, Kim, Janie Harriet McCates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron, Nino Baby Hatch Sanders, Doretha Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Tom Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mom, Miss Vanilla, Albus Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erlington Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broaders, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Coper, George Swan, Edmonia Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNair. Now, we move to the book. We have Joella Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. From the Island Browns. From those Island Browns. We ain't done yet. Let's finish this up and then I'll put the number up. Here we go. So now we move into the present moment. Right now, family formations. I want you to get out there and I want you to find where creativity is popping off in our community. Right? The Demonic principal name is Kwame. It's your day, Kwame. It's your day. It's your day, Kwame. It's your day. Female name is Ama. So we lift up our glass to salute this day. Because in this day, we know our greatness is waiting for us. Right, family? We are laying the foundation in this moment for our future generations. And in celebrating this moment and in living this moment, we make a pact with our past as well as a pact with our future. Because if we neglect this moment, right? If we neglect this moment, we disgrace our past and neglect our future, right? We neglect our children because it's not necessarily our moves don't just just affect us. That's where a lot of people go wrong, because they think it's all about them. But it's bigger than you. It's bigger than you. I want you to know that. It's bigger than you. We got future generations. We are laying the blocks upon which our children will build their pyramids, right? I hope your plot is big enough. I hope the ground is sturdy enough, right? Not built on that bullshit and laziness, right? Because then our children come out falling farther behind than we already are. So we lift up our glass and we say, Ashe, to this present moment. We move from there to our children, our children's children, onto infinity. We toast them in advance, sealing the pack, letting them know that we're going to get out here and we're going to make it happen for you, baby. We lift up our glass. We say Ashe for our children, our children's children, onto infinity. From there, family, you know where we go? We go to all of our relations. We toast and we say Ashe. Then from there, family, we go to we go to that. You know, this is that selfish toast. What is it that you need, family? You know, what will make you a better team player? You know what I'm saying? What will help you and your tribe? Not just no selfish, totally selfish shit. You know, just saying. Lift up a glass and say Ashe. Last but not least, family, where do we go? I salute and toast the most beautiful, powerful, most inspiring individual that I know of. You know what I'm saying? In this room right now. Don't be looking around. I lift this glass up to you. I toast you. And with that, we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, we wish you peace, power, joy in 100 years. And now the conversation can recommence. Let me go and type it in. Call-in number is 614-556-4. My fault. -4535. Putting it out there. 614-556-4535. That's the call-in number. Some of y'all should. Oh, did I send out the black signal? I think I sent out the black signal. All right. Quasi, you still online? I think he put it on silence. He's still online. I think he put it on silence. But yeah, it's working a lot better since I separated the speaker from the Uber conference. All right, family. So I'll give y'all a couple minutes to call in. Conversation is open. Share your mind, share your thoughts, tell your truth. Just, like I said, let's keep it. All right, so I'm going to give y'all a couple minutes. I'm going to play a song, and then we going to get started. Let me see what song I'm going to play. Of course, I'm going to play my favorite one, Or Off Balance. This was produced by, and every time I see Storm, I forget to ask him, who is this singing? You know what I'm saying? Who did this? Because I don't know. We got, y'all don't know. Maybe y'all don't know, but we got some co-producers in Columbus, man. Co-producers. And I don't think a lot of people really know the effect on music that the Midwest has had. But here y'all go right here. To me, well, I was allowed to use that by Brother Storm. Shouts out to Storm. What we gonna rap it takes about? Crazy started off with do we have the right to punch a woman in the face? Now that gender in a world like this, because I bear a lot of responsibility because I took some advice from me and I didn't evaluate and partly because of them following come to you and they really want your opinion and stuff like that. You need to Quasi might be battling some gangster women and he might need to they hung up. I guess they couldn't hear me. Quasi, can you hear me? Go and post it up on the timeline and let's get it. Quasi, you got me confused, man. I'm trying to work with you, man. You just make it so hard.
What I done did this time?
No, that's Quasi. I mean, not I mean, Kwame. They all start with K's. I get all you darkies confused. Somebody's on the line. How can I help you?
So, hey, what's going on, everybody, family? Quasi. Sorry about that, man. Somebody was calling me while I was calling in.
Okay. Who is this?
I had to wait till they go away. First of all, I'm a referral from Quasi.
Okay.
My name's Aaron Thomas.
Oh, hey, I see your comments up there, man.
Oh, this Aaron?
Yeah. Aaron Thomas.
What up, though?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Telling now, you in Ohio?
No, I always kept the Ohio number when I moved to Florida.
You in Florida, right? Yeah.
Right.
That's what's up.
You in crazy ass
my voice? Am I clear?
Yeah, you clear.
Yeah.
You clear.
Okay, I just want to say I appreciate everything y'all doing, man. I was laying in the bed and I seen y'all's video. I think y'all was in smoking some cigars in like a restaurant or something.
Hey, hold that down, man. Hold that down. We, you know.
And I like what y'all was talking about. Y'all was open-minded.
Glad you enjoyed it, sir.
Yeah, we strive to be open-minded. I mean, sometimes we run into some issues, you know, because the whole piece is when you talk about blowing up paradigms, because part of our piece is we strive to blow up. When you blow up paradigms, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you run into some of your own paradigms, and that shit is scary. You know, it's fun blowing up other people's shit, but when you get to your house, you start blowing down your paradigm, you be like, oh. Yeah, but we try to stay as open as possible, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I agree.
So,
go ahead.
I mean, no, go ahead. You, it's on you. What you need?
Okay, so I know y'all probably gonna change the subject here soon, but I see how Quasi came in and started talking about the race, the gender, and everything, changing the name. I agree, and I don't agree. But let's say I don't believe in other planets or nothing, but let's say if you went to another planet, how can you determine if you're a human being? What is your birthright? You know, if we all go to another planet. No, I mean, I don't want to get sidetracked on that, but I'm just saying, let's just say we're all together human beings and we run to another race. How can we show that we are from the same race as a group? And I do make a paper, but in real life, for us to show that we come from a woman or, you know, from another human being, how do we show that? And so pretty much I'm just asking that question to you, but I never asked it.
Can I ask it?
No, I don't believe in other.
Don't answer that, man. He just started shit. Don't
I'm gonna
answer
talk about that later, but I'm gonna stick to that.
Yeah, don't answer that shit.
You got me intrigued.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to that. That's a flat Earth and global Earth type thing. That's where I'm at. No, I don't believe in other planets. I don't believe in space or solar system. No.
You say you don't believe in space or the solar system?
I'm flabbergasted.
Okay.
Yeah. There's two different types of flat Earth guys. There's a religious flat earther, and then there's just a Mother Nature flat earther.
Okay. I mean, that's shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm speechless. The onus is on you, man. I don't know. I'd rather kind of go in that direction. You done took me completely away from it.
Okay, so
I'm curious about this flat Earth theory of yours.
Well, I'm gonna keep it. We all human beings are going to one of y'all's planets, and you know we all eat the same food. We all breathe. You know, oxygen and stuff like that. But what tells us apart from the other race? You know, let's say this piece of paper that we're trying to pay, like what'd you say, like almost close to $200. What I'm saying is that if I lift my shirt up, we all have a belly button. That's what separates us from any type of race if we go to another planet that y'all believe in, or whoever. Because the belly button is what fed us and gave us life and oxygen and knowledge to breathe. You know, that's what separates us from the womb and the mother.
But I got a question for you.
When we walk around for a piece of paper and just want to change because we're bored or change our race or our name, but when we all come together and we go see another race that we believe in, what's going to separate us from that race? So that's the question.
But check this out, though.
Say that question one more time.
No, he said what's going to separate us from the other race. So if
we believe in a solar system,
right? If
we want to go explore like Christopher Colombo, and we all find another race, maybe similar to us, but a little taller or bigger, smaller, what is going to separate us from them? Because here on this planet, we all have a belly button, meaning that we came from a woman that gave us, you know, oxygen and fed us through it. But when we go to see another race, how are we going to know we're different from them, even though we might look alike? Go ahead.
I don't really have I don't know how to approach that.
That's the thing. So y'all was talking about paper and gender and sex and the spider monkey. That's pretty neat. I think it's sweet. You know, you can change all that stuff. But all it is documentation papers. You know, at the end of the day, we all got a belly button. We all have the same. We all have blood. We all have iron in it. We might be different colors on the outside. You know, but if we all go to a different, you know, type of human beings on another planet, we all know we all got in common as a belly button. We might all look different and different colors and this and that, but we got iron in our blood, we got belly button. We all the same on that end.
Nah, but
so when it comes to this documentation, piece of paper, and paying for stuff, it ain't nothing but being fancy, being bored.
I'm
looking it up now, and apparently all mammals have belly buttons.
Right, all
those,
mammals.
Of course, because they gestate inside their mothers. So
yeah,
I'm not talking a human thing; it's a mammal thing.
Yeah, I know, but if you're going to another planet, are you looking to go see animals, or are you going to see if there's other human type out there? You know, like water sources and stuff, and then you know maybe if there's humans out there. So that's why I don't want to get into the planet stuff, because that's a long conversation unless I want to, but I'm really not, you know. But just to let you know, yeah, there's global.
Well, you're coming from a perspective that sounds very nuanced, and it sounds like it's based on a lot of thought exploration that you done had in that particular area. So, in a sense, it's almost kind of like you might have to explain it somewhat, just So
but not to really.
are kind of on the
hold on,
playing
Quincy.
field.
Hold on,
You sound like you've been smoking some good shit. Though.
Hey, hello. Check one, check two.
You sound like
God, hey, drop me again.
It's cool. It's cool. Well, you have a flat Earth movement, and you have
check one, check
a
two.
religion flat Earthers, meaning that when I was reading the Bible, in Genesis, it spoke about the firmament. The firmament was always skips. It was always skips, and a lot of people didn't understand the firmament.
Check
and
one, check two.
So the firmament is what helps out a lot of people understand what's up in the sky.
Just checking to see. Listen.
Some people call it the dome. Some people call it a glass. Some people just call it an energy core field, whatever you want to call it. But they knew that the ground was solid because he said he separated waters from waters.
Check one, check two.
I was on that type of flat earth, but once I got off of the religion, I became a Mother Nature flat earther. Because I went off the Mother Nature as my manual book instead of using the Bible as my manual book.
All right.
So go ahead. It's the question that one.
No. God damn it. How is going Uber conference, damn you. All right, Quincy and Aaron, call back in.
You are the first.
I was trying to reset my shit because it pushed me off.
While we wait for the others to join.
Check one, check two. We can't hear from your microphone. What kind of shit is this? It's that bullshit.
You are the first participant on this Uber conference.
Check one, check
Please
two.
Hold while we wait for the others to join. This call.
Hold on, y'all can't hear me though. Hot damn. Hold on. Hello? Can you hear me? Quasi. Somebody.
Okay.
I can't hear you. I mean, you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Wait, no.
Oh, this is some bullshit.
This conference is being recorded by the organizer.
Okay, hear you. Yeah, I'm a student. I'm raising my hand right now. I'm trying to learn, so I don't know if he's there or if I'm sound clear.
Well, I'm sure he can hear. So
yeah, thank you.
We be getting disconnected sometimes, so he's still listening. So whenever he chime back in, whenever he get back connected, I'm sure he'll be able to respond. I mean, if you have a question, but I mean, honestly, man, it's kind of hard to answer a question because you kind of have created a reality that I honestly have to say, from my perspective.
He about to get Quasi about to get wild, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I might need to just sit this one out because Crazy.
This conference is being recorded by the organizer.
That Earth theory is pretty
check
much,
one.
It's irrefutably wrong, inaccurate. I think that the fact that gravity is one thing among a lot of different things that kind of make the flat Earth theory untenable, because gravity is a phenomenon that happens based off of momentum, and momentum is something that makes a certain shape. Like, it would be impossible for a flat Earth to be moving around another object, but I mean, I think that you kind of rejected all of those notions, but you have to have some pretty strong evidence to even make me.
My phone. This is so fucked up. All right, they're having an excellent conversation. I can't even get in it.
This conference is being recorded by the organizer.
I mean, So
I'm going to make the conference call available.
Anything that could begin to make me want to even
check one, check two.
As a potential reality, you know?
Check one, check two.
Yeah. Oh,
check
one. I just hope the panel is still open. I can go in on it. Well, cool. I'm going to make this more funner and interesting instead of making it more boring because
check
I
one.
thought it was funny when a dude came up to me at work and was like, hey, look at these, look at this, look at that, you know. And I'm like, man, you don't crack or something, you know. I try to debunk him every time. Like, and
check
then
one,
the much as I try to debunk it, the more I start realizing, you know, wow, it is interesting. But the thing is, why should I take my time looking to a flat earth? What is it going to get me? Then I realized the flat earth movement and the flat earth community is open-minded people, meaning that they are on a quest. They have questions and questions.
All right, family, and we're going to go back in because I want to keep the conversation going. So what I might have to do, I might have to have this thing call me on another device.
This conference is being recorded by the organizer.
Earth, they're both the same. They are flat. The ocean is flat, horizontal, left and right. But the sky above us that the ancestors spoke about, which I was going to get into that, because, you know, the other brother, to show homage to, you know, ancestors. I like the ancestors, too. They spoke to us in symbolism and, you know, sacred geometry, all type of stuff
check
like
one,
that.
Check two.
They spoke of the sky was lit.
Check one, check two. It's working.
Welcome back, sir.
Man, y'all been having a comment. I'm so cold. All right, now, dude.
Shaka ain't even on the line this time. You can't even blame it on Shaka.
No, it ain't. It's some goddamn Uber conference, man. But yo, y'all having a good conversation. Listen. So now, I'm not one to refute anybody's views and shit. All we need to do is ask questions, right? And Kwesi, you doing a real good job. So I'm gonna sit up here and listen because, listen, there's no way outside of me having an ability to put all three of us in a rocket and shoot up into space to prove this man wrong, right? But now, Kwesi is bringing up some mathematical pieces that we have to deal with. We also have another brother in the circle that is a mathematician and who was involved in putting up the space station that goes around the Earth right now. But you were stressing the fact that as a flat earther, you are open-minded and you start looking at stuff. And you started, and they've been able to answer all your questions. So go ahead, because I'm gonna ask some questions, because this shit is good.
No problem. And like I'm gonna say, you know, again, I'm a student right now, pretty much raising my hand, but it's so far I'm on this end, you know, the flat end. So I had to learn my shapes over, because when he was talking about the globe and flat earth, you know, I thought it was just crazy, man. I wanted the guy to get away from me. He just kept bothering me at work. But he knew I was open-minded like you guys. And I said, okay, what do you want to talk about? He said, what is the shape of a circle, you know? And I'm like, a ball? I got it wrong. I kept getting my shapes wrong.
Shape is not, now, a circle is not a ball, but go ahead.
We're getting it wrong. Right. And a lot of people, when they look into flat earth, they have to learn their shapes again. Because what we're trying to say is that the flat earth is a circle, not a globe. You know, a globe is a 3D dimension of a circle. So once I started getting back into that elementary, you know,
wait, back up. Wait, stop. Hold on. Hello? Hold on, back up. Now, let me understand this. Flat earthers say that the earth is... So now let me ask you this. Far as the universe, are we, in the flat earthers' view, at the center of the universe?
Are we in the center of the universe?
Yes.
We are close to the center, and I will answer that after you probably ask another question. I don't want to go on. But go ahead, ask another question.
No, I'm because I want to see your view of everything around us. Is humanity, is humanity and Earth at the center of the concept of the universe of the flat earthers? Do you understand my question?
I think I understand you, but cut me off if I'm wrong. Are you talking about land and humans on the land in the center of the Earth?
No,
and outside the Earth is the waters?
I'm talking about in your concept of the universe. What is at the center of that? Regardless of whether you believe in space or anything, what is at the center of the universe?
The black hole. The black hole.
The black hole.
Before we move forward, I just want to remind you, Aaron. Yesterday might have been you've been doing this thing for a real long time, and one of the things that we stress is that steel sharpens steel. So we mentally spar around here. So the only thing that kind of has precedent as far as we're concerned is the truth. So. You brought up something very controversial. So I just really hope that you don't have an emotional tie to your theory.
No.
I'm just essentially about to get dismantled.
But hey,
no problem.
Since you called in,
y'all gotta ask all the questions. Y'all gotta ask as much as y'all can, and then allow me to jump in on.
I'm sorry. I thought my thing dropped again. I ain't mean to cuss like that. I'm sorry. I was just listen. Family, you get emotional. This is family. You come in through Kwesi. We discuss. So I'm quite sure you're ready for this because in having this view, Kwesi, I'm quite sure he have already ran into people that got very frustrated with the conversation and
very smart
and get very frustrated with the conversation and won't even finish the conversation with him. But now back to my question. In your view of the universe, because it's like, so now, what's at the center of the universe? And I got a question. Is there a difference between is it 3-dimensional? Is it 4-dimensional? Is it 5-dimensional? Or is everything just flat? So first off, what's at the center of the universe?
Okay, no problem. The center is the center is a black hole. It's the black hole that they turn into the North Pole. So it is the black hole that created all things, which they call the ripple effect. That they turn into the all-seeing eye, but the Polaris star stands above, that they create Christmas on. Everybody on this earth can see the Polaris star that they call David, that we use on a Christmas tree. All-seeing eye star has got turned to Spookinism, religion, Satanism, and all type of holidays. So what the center is important to the flat earth is because we all say that the Big Dipper points north, all compasses point north, and all our vibration points north. All our blood has iron in it, and this is what I keep speaking about. All our blood has iron in it. But in the center of the earth is a magnet field. All right? And all compasses, no matter where you go, any store you go to, your cell phone, all of them are pointing to where we all originally come from. Flat earthers, we don't believe that we come from a country or some type of Africa. We know that we all start from one place, evenly. The North Pole, that we call the black hole, where they created Santa Claus, and he goes across the sky talking about ho, ho, ho. So I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to let y'all just ask another question, but I keep going. I'm going to stop right there.
So now, check this out. If the earth, now, is the earth, from a flat earther's perspective, is the earth spinning?
Yeah, I never answered that. I'm sorry. So, yeah, from the center and on out, as a ripple effect, because when you drop a a rock in the water, it creates an even ripple effect. Because all around the circle is flat, and it's infinite. And on the outer ring of the ripple effect is the Antarctica, the ice wall ring. The Earth is not flat as coming off an edge, starting from the center to the edge. You got to go up the wall. So go ahead.
So has anybody calculated how steep that should be? Because if, and I mean now, because Quasi brought up gravity. So how do y'all include gravity into this? Because we do know that this thing do exist. That if I jump up, I don't keep flying. It's something that pulls me back down. So how do y'all deal with the aspect of the effect of gravity? Because if it's flat, the farther I get towards the edge, in a sense, the steeper it should get, I think, right?
Say them. You said the farther you get to the edge, what happens?
The farther I get towards the edge, the farther away from the center, the steeper it should get.
Yep. Oh, okay, no. Okay, cool. That's what I'm starting to learn. You know, I'm getting smarter.
Oh, my fault.
I'm getting
wait, I take that back.
I understand what you're saying.
Not the steeper, but the more powerful the gravitational pull should be, I think. Maybe I'm saying it wrong.
Okay.
But Kwame on the line, too.
I probably understood. Yep. Okay, see, on a global, your gravity is in the core, okay? And it's all about, you know, in the 3D, you know, whatever they want to say, it's in the core. But on a flat Earth, it's in the center. And I'm gonna answer that question, but I have to like kind of, you know, make my way to it. On gravity, y'all, on a globe, gravity is in the center of a globe. We don't have no gravity pull on a flat Earth. We all about mass and weight and density and buoyance. All right. We know that we have mosquitoes effing us up at nighttime, just tearing us up. And gravity's not pulling these mosquitoes down or butterflies or balloons. There's different type of balloons, but I won't get in that. So we be laughing at the gravity theory. Like, gravity must be picky. It must be choosy. Like, it's just going to pull certain people down and it's going to pull, you know, it ain't going to pull these mosquitoes down. Like, it's kind of like choosy.
Now, what is your understanding of the equation of gravity?
Well, I just don't get into gravity because we don't do gravity. I mean, because that is the best thing that globalists like to use is gravity, because gravity is what makes. I'm gonna get into hold on a second. It's just
I want to get straight to your point that you were making about mosquitoes.
Okay.
You were using gravity to make your point about mosquitoes, and I'm asking you, what is your understanding of the equation of gravity? Because if you don't understand the equation of gravity, then it's clear why you don't understand why mosquitoes wouldn't be pulled to the ground.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say I'm not afraid to say, you know, when it comes to all the math and science and all that gravity, because I don't get into all that. I don't, because gravity is a belief.
When I hold on, bro. Let me ask you this, because now,
bro, you tripping?
Hold on.
I got it. We got it.
Hold on. No, it ain't about getting them. Wait, hold on.
You really think about what you're saying before you kind of come into.
I know.
He's straight.
It's fine.
Quasi, he's straight. Hello, Quasi, he's straight. Listen, bro. Listen. Is it Aaron? Let me say this. Because when you extract, because I'm with you on the science bullshit, right? Because science is another form of myth, which requires belief. Even the equation that Kwame is talking about is based on belief. A theory is an idea that was proven by multiple tests, right? Which is basically a bunch of people believing in it. I hear you in the power of belief.
Let me clarify that for you. Now, you have the general understanding of what a theory is. And to your credit, Aaron, I don't blame you for keeping an open mind. But there are observations about nature, right? So you're observing something. Then you try to quantify it. Once you quantify it, you develop a hypothesis or an idea of how that thing or that phenomena works. Then, after multiple tests, independently of each other, if they're validated, then it can become a theory. And what that theory does, and again, many theories have been proved wrong, so just because some of the theories don't make it fact. So I feel you on that, Brother Aaron, what Brother Hatem, where you were going with that. But the idea is this, is that if I kick you in the balls and you realize it hurts, and then somebody else kicks you in the balls and you realize it hurts, you start to get this idea that every time you're kicked in the balls, it's going to hurt. And so you develop a quote-unquote theory that if somebody kicked me in the balls, it's going to hurt. So until somebody shows a different result, you abide by that theory. So that's why it becomes a kind of a weighted argument on your part, Brother Aaron, to convince whoever else that the earth is flat.
But hey,
I don't give a damn.
But Kwame,
I don't give a damn.
It's just can I like just look.
Go ahead, Aaron. It's on you.
Y'all being real humble. I appreciate it. And I appreciate the host. Cause one thing I noticed about him, it's my second day hearing him, that he said something powerful. Yes, I do go around like gas stations, Family Dollar, Walmart, and I probably heard everything they're gonna say. So I am prepared for a couple people like, man, this sounds crazy, but if I can explain something that a lot of folks, we went to school for years of learning this stuff. When the kid, my son is like, he's 7 and 8 years old. I got 2 kids. When they first step in their classroom, they put their hand on their heart and they pledge allegiance to the flag, and they got to learn the globe. That's the main thing. Get them straight out the womb. When they come straight out the womb, they pledge allegiance to the flag, and they learn about the globe, and then they learn about Christopher Colombo. After that, it's been okay. Go ahead.
Aaron, we've known each other for about good 15 years, bro. Like plus, you know what I'm saying? My friends are a lot nicer than me, and you know this. I can't. They would let you keep going, but I would be like, nah, you gotta stop, bro. You gotta go read some books before you can even really enter this conversation, because what you're saying is ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like,
goddamn, Quincy.
You allow people to come. It's ridiculous.
Stop.
And I think that it's not founded. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be insulting.
No,
it's not founded. You know what I'm saying? It's not founded in anything that you're just kind of throwing out claims. And in a sense, like, we ain't got time for that. Like,
but Quincy,
as people, like, we need to be building.
I don't want to get into
Quincy.
Yeah, I said,
like, we need to be building on a foundation of stuff that we can collectively agree on, like centrifugal force. Like, if you understand the concept of, then what you're saying is a complete. You understand how it's a complete waste of time to even go down that rabbit hole, because you can keep going and going and going and going. But the concept of centrifugal force necessitates gravity. It necessitates spherical objects revolving around each other in a continuous pattern, down to from the macro to the micro. When we look out and when we look in, everything is a spherical object rotating around another, based on the concept of centrifugal force. So unless you can debunk that, then everything else that you're saying is you're just saying words and just kind of making words too. And it ultimately, honestly, kind of confusing people. I think if there is some relevance in that, then you need to go and really flush it out and just kind of put. Let me say real quick one more thing. I want you to have facts. or because, and I'm saying that, and I'm saying that as a friend, because other people are hearing it and they're like, maybe have considered it, and so what we want to do is share information. So if you're not kind of coming from a place where what you're saying is validatable, then what are you putting out there? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I told you when I first came in, I thought it was crazy. They're like, get away from me. I mean, the guy didn't get hung on the tree or something. Like, you're not coming to fact, but I had to be the man time because I've been indoctrinated for like 20-some years in school and learning this stuff, and I was a rocket ship worshiper. I can't say it. I used to like have the posters on the wall, play with the toys. I get it. But the thing is, what it did for me, it just allowed me to be open-minded and ask more questions instead of saying, okay, a guy in the suit, he got the answers. But when I went to the Flat Earth community, what it does for me is that it allowed me to think now. It freed me from a lot of things. I don't want to talk about Flat Earth. I'm just saying it helped me listen to people like y'all.
Aaron.
To people like y'all that's open-minded.
Aaron.
Go ahead.
Aaron. We got an unknown caller on here. I wanted to get that caller on, but then I want to discuss with you what's going on right now, because then it'll make it, I think this might help you a little bit, because it's unfair, because like I said, I mentioned a friend who in a sense worked with NASA who works with this type of stuff, that put one of these space stations up that's still up today. You know what I'm saying? So he's kind of in here too. So I didn't really want to get into the Flat Earth. It's just I had something more interesting else to talk about it would benefit our children, But I don't mind. But what I want to do is because one, we can help each other. Now, because like I said, Kwesi is a sword bearer. You grew up with this nigga. You already know how he coming. So you ready for that shit, right? But there's an unknown caller. Unknown caller, do you have something you want to say? We have another caller on the line.
Hi, Tim. This is Kim from Ouagadougou.
We got, the international correspondent of Gye-Nyame Journey on the phone. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've been listening to you guys off and on. I have been kind of busy today, so I was listening off and on. The conversation is really good. I missed the last part because I was on my way home and I don't have a data plan. But yeah, I was just, hi, how you guys doing? Your conversation is good.
How you doing?
Yeah.
So, Aaron, welcome to the family, man. We get raw here. You know what I'm saying? Now, but
appreciate it, man.
Now, but check this out, Aaron.
Oh, guys, can I say something?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
I know this is off topic, but I thought it was funny. I was actually in front of my school when I was listening to you guys earlier, and I took a picture and I posted it in the group. So I want you to see that on your Facebook group. I thought it was really interesting. I don't normally take pictures of random people because I think it's a little bit rude to be taking pictures, but I did take pictures of this particular woman, and then I bought something from her. So I didn't just take pictures of her. I also gave her some money.
So you paid her for the picture?
So you captured the soul for some money, huh, Tim?
I did, because I don't like to do that.
I understand.
I don't have a lot of pictures. It's a little bit rude to be taking pictures, but I did take pictures of this particular woman, and then I bought something from her. So I didn't just take pictures of her. I also gave her some money.
So you paid her for the picture?
So you captured the soul for some money, huh, Tim?
I did, because I don't...
I'm sorry. I'm trying to see the picture and some other stuff. But Aaron, let me say this to you, bro. Now, because what's going on, right? Because Kwesi coming at you with facts. Kwame coming at you with theories. And what I want you to understand is that you are involved in a system of belief. Do you understand? Do you understand the difference between a system of belief and a system that is based on actual fact?
Yes, I agree.
Because my issue is...
I do understand both of them.
Now, because this is the issue. When you bring a system of belief and you expose it to people who exist on fact, it makes it hard. So it's almost like you have to have a circle of individuals that believe like you, so that y'all can actually, y'all could go outside and do stuff. But because
we did, brother. I did with my kids, and they was learning about the horizon and stuff, going over the horizon. And we bought a scope, and we were zooming in on the boat and at the bottom of the boat and where the legs is at. And we was learning about the vantage point. And what it is, though, when we're staying on the beach, because I live in Florida, we're looking out and we're seeing the people on the boat, but they're drifting away. And what they learn in school is that they're drifting. So I say, here, take your scope. They're not drifting away. Look, you can still see them. But the thing is, your eye just, it points when it gets farther. We just can't see that far. So that is the one thing they learn in school. Go ahead.
So you saying because there's a limit to your sight, that proves that there is no horizon.
Yeah, your sight spreads out, and then the farther it goes, it points in. So it looks
but hold on. Let me say this to you, Aaron. This is what Gye-Nyame is good at, right? Aaron, you need to get the proof for that. Human sight dissolves at a certain point. See, because like Kwesi will come at your ass and be like, look, that shit didn't just disappear. That shit went down over the horizon. And he'll come at you with some, you need to get the scientific proof for that. Or you're just throwing out a belief. Like when somebody say Jesus rose for you, I can let them be like, you ain't got no motherfucking proof for that. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I got you. Like I said, I thought I just told you my proof. We bought a scope. Okay?
No, what I'm saying
I bought my kids a scope, so
What I'm saying is, it's like, for example, when Kwame was asking you about the whole gravity piece and understanding the theory of gravity, he has this whole theory that he could work that people have tested over and over again. Can you cite some tests where individuals with a telescope will be able to see?
And that's the thing. What's the test? I have never seen a gravity test.
Well, now
I can tell you how to do a gravity test right now. You can literally do a gravity test right now.
Yeah, you're talking about dropping something?
No. Get a ball and some string and spin it. That's called centrifugal force. That is the generator of gravity. It will work 100% of the time. If the ball goes a length attached to the string, if the ball goes in a square or goes in a triangle or anything other than an ellipse, not even a circle, an ellipse, then you have debunked the gravity, and I will forever submit to what you're saying. Matter of fact, I've got an experiment for you tonight, or actually tomorrow night. Go outside at about 10:30 and look in the northeastern sky. Or the southeastern sky. You will see the moon bigger than you've ever seen it, or bigger than you're used to seeing it. It's going to be red. I've never actually witnessed this phenomenon, so I'm very much intrigued about it. But this is proving the fact that there's celestial bodies moving in accordance with each other. And if one body moves in between two other bodies, and that the primary body is an emitter of light, the primary emitter of light is going to stop the direct line of light. And the reflection is going to change the tint of the moon that we're used to seeing, this whitish color. It's going to change the color of it because light has been refracted. You see what I'm saying? Like all of these factual events are going to play out tomorrow night in the sky. And it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be an amazing display of the reality of the movement of the bodies in the sky. And that's dope because actually that's what I wanted to talk about anyway. That's what I was getting at with what's about to happen in the sky.
Wait.
You said that the thing about it is that I have never really got to really say, what really made me look into this. The thing is I had to realize that water don't bend. And they say gravity is helping this wet ball, marble ball world we live in. I know that when I build my dresser for my kids, I got to use a level. And that level got water in it for bubble. because water finds its own level. And water does not curve. I can't go nowhere to no store and buy some bent water.
What would you need bent water for?
I got a pool in my backyard. And I'm just saying, when I look at a globe on the internet and they zooming down on it, it's a wet ball. I tell you, I live in Florida, and I live 7 minutes away from the beach. It's flat as hell. My pool is flat. I got a humongous pool in my backyard. I did a lot of videos. I'm not reading books, and I'm not looking at my books at all. I'm just saying, I was with y'all, but I had to think about it. Like, dude, I can't find no bent water.
But
water finds its own level.
What are you trying? The earth is flat? Is that it?
Yeah.
The ground, no. When people put the earth, they talking about the whole cosmos. What I'm trying to say is that the ground we walk on is flat. The outer.
Okay, it's nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, the ground we walk on. You talking about when you say you talking about Earth's surface. You know, you're talking about surface, right?
Yeah.
Earth's surface is
Earth's
flat.
surface.
You're
yes,
right.
Ma'am.
Earth's surface varies. Earth's surface can be water. Earth's surface can be flat. Earth's surface can be mountainous. Earth's surface can be a lot of different
that is sitting on the table. The table is flat, but we put objects on there like mountains and stick figures. But the surface is flat. The water is flat. The whole cosmos is a globe.
That's not an argument. That's not an argument. Okay. I don't think that's an argument. I didn't hear everything you said, but for you to say, the globe is how it's shaped because you've already said that. So maybe you were talking about the surface.
My sister, what they teach my kids that I have them at their homework is what they teach me is that the earth is a globe plus the land is global shaped. It's a curvature. And we both just agree. You just said that the land is flat, but they're teaching my kids.
But hold on. Bruh, hold on. Now, hold on. Go ahead.
No, what I'm talking about is the surface of the earth can be flat. It is not constant. It's not the same all over the globe. All right? It's not the same all over the globe. So it can be flat. It can be multiple. You can have different kind of landforms on Earth's surface. It's not a whole flat plane. That is not the case.
Yeah, I'm not saying evenly flat, like flush flat. I'm just saying plane, like the Bible speaks plane. We call it flat now, but the Bible spoke plane, and they call it airplane.
Wait, stop. Bruh, hold on. See, hold on. When you having now, this is what I'm trying to help you with. When you having this discussion, right? Please don't bring up the Bible, right? Because what it is what you're showing is a belief and not a fact. Now, because I want you to understand this, it's sort of like some things are just so big for us that we can't conceive the fact that, because I want you to think about this. How big do you think the earth is big on a universal scale? Is the earth big?
I think it's humongous.
It's humongous. But
okay, can I ask you a question?
But hold on.
You have a good question, Hatem. I have another question for you. Okay. If you're saying the whole earth is flat, right? I'm trying to, then why do we have time zones? We have time zones for a reason. And the clock, if you know how a regular clock is round, right?
It's a circle.
It's a circle. It's a circle. It's circular. So we have time zones for a reason. If the earth was flat, like what you're saying, all flat, then we wouldn't have time zones.
Right. I can.
Now, and we can prove that on.
But I don't want to mess up. Go ahead.
We can prove that right now because she is in a whole nother time zone from us right now. Because you on the same time zone with us.
I love that time zone thing. It's just, I'm telling you guys, my vision of the cosmos is just totally different. It's more simple, and not that we have to use a book and we have to go get go to school and pay for this knowledge. It's something that we can walk out and learn on our own. I don't believe that the sun is bigger than this planet. We believe that the sun and the moon goes in a circular clock motion over our Earth.
So,
that creates our time zone. It creates our time zone. Yes, that creates our. I know it's not true. I was just speaking.
No, hold on.
That's a belief.
I understand what you're trying to say.
No, I'm not trying. Go ahead. No, because I never can finish. I never can finish it so y'all can understand what I'm saying. Because remember, I'm up there by myself, and it's cool. But I'm just saying that the sun and moon, when I walk outside, it goes over our head and goes away. It takes its light with it. If I'm in the hallway with a flashlight, I'm in front of your face, and I go away from you. I take my light away from you. That's what I see the sun doing. The sun is going away. It's not going down. It's not going up. It's going in a circular.
Brother.
Over us.
Brother.
Okay, go ahead.
And this is what I'm trying to tell you, brother, that I understand what you're trying to say, but I don't think you're saying it correctly, even from a flat earther perspective. Because when you say what we believe or what we've been taught, it's not that the sun goes around us. We go around the sun.
No, I said the sun is big as the omega in the space. Like they say, 11 million Earths can fit in the sun. I don't agree with that.
Can I say something? Look, I'm sorry. I just want you to think about something. What you're doing is denying a thousands of years worth of science that humans have generated. Like, we had the sundial during the Maya. Humans have known about this stuff for a long time. But we didn't have satellites. We didn't have telescopes. We didn't have the real empirical evidence of it. This stuff has been generated over thousands of years. And now you're sitting here
it only been around since the 1900s.
No, that's not true.
The NASA program came in the 1900s.
But hold on. But Sister Kim,
the Arabs knew about constellations in the sky. Come on now, these things
that's true.
But all our ancestors
about stuff like this.
Yes,
they did not have the evidence. They didn't have the evidence of it. So basically, you're talking caveman science. Like, we way past this point. There's no point in stepping that far back when you have had humans before you who have this research. What you're doing really is pointless.
Sister Kim, hold on. Listen, there was hundreds of years of facts of us not being real humans. What he's going through is a period of him challenging science and being able to challenge it in a safe and being able to challenge it in a safe way. Now, what we have to do, because what's going on right now is what happens is, like, for example, when we come into consciousness and we start looking at some of the stuff that's going on, we immediately start looking at some of our relatives and we're going to save them from Christianity, but we can't do that shit because when we go in with facts and not ready for that shit. Now, I'm not saying that he's not ready for it, but what I'm saying is we got to understand, listen to what he's saying and do stuff to, like, kind of, because I want you to think about this, man.
I was just
let me say this. Let me say this to you. On a universal scale, the earth is quite minuscule. I mean, I'm talking like, if you could imagine this, grain of sand piece. Now, what got me thinking about this was I was with one of my Native American brothers, one of my elders actually, and he said, "Brother Hatim, we are no higher than a blade of grass and no lower than its roots." And I'm thinking about that shit. And then I'm doing some research, and I find out that the sun is 1,000,000 times bigger than the earth. Now, it's hard enough for me to contemplate how big something like the earth is, because it's like for me, it's like you're trying to equate something so big that you don't have any conception of what you're dealing with. So the earth is big to us, but on a universal scale, it's so small. The sun is humongous. And even on a universal level, our sun is very minuscule when you really start looking around and you really start studying. So it's like you're trying to apply a science that's very local to a cosmic scale. And it's kind of, for us, it's kind of hard, because it's like I look at the sun and for me, I'm seeing something that is so far away from us that is hard for me to even conceive, because I can't. If I was to go around the earth 10 times, I probably wouldn't still get it. It's so far away from me that I don't have any mechanical way or to even conceive it. I have to use my total imagination, and I'm looking at something that is 1,000,000 times bigger than what I'm on. And then now I got to humble myself, because I'm like, damn, all this time I thought I was the center of the universe, when in fact I'm smaller than a grain of sand. And I think maybe in some ways you might be fighting back against being so insignificant in something so grand. I mean, because shit, it hurt my feelings. I thought I was the shit.
I think it's, look, I think it's safe enough to say that the brother Aaron is challenging what he's been taught. And I encourage you to go that vein, bruh. Challenge what you've been taught. I may not necessarily agree.
Thank you.
But at the end of the day, that ain't gonna help our kids any.
No, it's not. And I didn't want to get into this. I'm just saying that, and I'm sorry if I'm stuttering. I'm just saying, once I got into this community, I was open to you guys. When I was stubborn, I didn't want to listen to people. Like finally here, I'm like, let's talk about spider monkeys, anything. And I'm like, man, finally I'm free. You know, I'm free from a lot of things, and I didn't want to talk about that. I'm just saying I'm so open-minded that I got so much stuff I learned. I didn't tap into infinite electricity, that I'm teaching my kids that we don't got to use generators. We don't got to use electricity. We can use the magnetism, the elements to power up our homes. We can use it to heal our bodies. I wanted to get into that. That's what the flat earth led me to, the elements. Go ahead.
I mean, that's what's up.
So the thing is, I'm a waste management. I do wastewater. I got to get metals and chromes and stuff out of water. Everybody needs clean water. Water is being destroyed. We are coming across a lot of GMOs. I mean, people don't even know how to interpret a GMO type of grapes and watermelon. And this is the thing I like that Quasi was saying about the genders and stuff. How do we say what's different? How do we know that we come from a woman, our belly button? How do we know that watermelon comes from the earth? It got seeds in it. If it don't got seeds in it, it's a GMO. How do we know, okay, this plant don't got seeds in it? Well, it gotta have a root. All right? So when I'm teaching my kids how to look at vegetables, how to listen to it, what it sounds like, but when you open it at home and got a white seed in it, that is a GMO. And if it don't got no seeds in it, it can't be fruitful. You can't replenish the earth. You can't spit the seed out and or the birds pick it up and take it over there to another country, whatever. It was a good system the way the earth was made. We're supposed to spit these seeds out. We're supposed to spit these seeds out, poop it out, and grow, and it's just free. It's infinite. But go ahead.
For me to take a step back, and I do appreciate what you said as far as like being open-minded. I do think that there is a point of being open-minded to a detriment, though, because I think one of the things, the most important thing that you're saying is the importance of educating our young people and educating them in a way that they're able to spot inconsistencies and point them out and investigate those inconsistencies. But at the same time, there's a line between teaching open-mindedness and crippling young people and making them be so open-minded that they're ignoring obvious realities that people have been utilizing.
Take that off. Put on them shoes.
For, as long as civilization has been, civilization, the possibility of civilization is based off of certain things like gravity, like aqueducts. The whole way that you talking about waste management and water. Like, water is always going to seek the lowest point. So that with that fact, then you can create aqueducts, and aqueducts can evolve into water towers and things of that nature, and then we could utilize water in a more sustainable way to create cities. Facts.
Let Kwame go. Let Black Yoda go. Go ahead, Kwame.
Is that generally thinking, and this is why keeping an open mind. But as a friend of mine said, not so open your brain, folks. But we are of the impression that all liquids will flow downwards, right?
It finds its own level, facts.
Right. And notice I said liquid, not water. Liquid. What about liquid helium? What does it do?
You said liquid what?
Helium.
Liquid helium. If you put liquid helium in a glass, liquid helium will start to crawl up the sides of the glass.
Wow. I didn't know that.
That is a counter to what we understand about, and I'll have to double check. I believe it is liquid helium, though. But because I use these paradoxes are the greatest pieces that we can possibly have. And so that's why I encouraged you, in your train of thought, Brother Ed, what you're finding are a lot of paradoxes. And once we can find the truth of those paradoxes, then we will have elevated our understanding to a whole new level.
I agree. I definitely agree. And that's why I'm
feel bad, brother, because I whoop Hakim's ass with paradoxes too.
Man,
the background kind of shaky a little bit.
Now for me, because the reason I'm saying how we approach and discuss these things, because in my search, I found a certain form of Islam, and in that form of Islam, they was telling me that you couldn't get to heaven unless you spoke Arabic, and that shit didn't make sense. But according to all the information they was giving me, that shit made perfect sense. You understand what I'm saying? According to all the information they gave me, and I kept saying, so I said, wait, my grandparents been living good this whole time. They supposed to go to hell? Yeah, and I'm sitting up here like, damn, I gotta get my grandparents to be Islam and speak Arabic, but that shit is not gonna happen. And the priest, you know what I'm saying? Nah, but hold on. And the only thing I'm saying, the information they gave me opened my mind, but eventually I got to a point where I was like, okay, I don't have to fuck with y'all. I'll take Hatim with me, you know what I'm saying? But I'll leave all that other shit over there, right? And the piece is, we got to understand, we all go through these phases, but we all have to still maintain the open mind, but also understanding that even with some of the good information we gonna get, there's gonna be some bullshit. So I have to do wisdom mining, and that's what I encourage you to do, and all of us to do wisdom mining. That means do that hard work and do that research. And like you said, because I don't know if y'all understood what the brother said. He said, listen, if it wasn't for the flat earthers, he wouldn't even have talked to us. He found this show.
That's why I love y'all. That's why I love y'all. Because you listen. That's all I'm trying to say to y'all. Like, I'm just so happy for them to let me listen to y'all now, because I didn't care for y'all back then. To play my football and play basketball. Now I'm like, this is what I was.
And that's the only reason you got along with Quasi, because y'all play basketball. Because Quasi a mean motherfucker. Look, he about to get mean right now. He mean. That's the only reason y'all was cool, because y'all play basketball. Because Quasi is a mean motherfucker, and he has always been there.
But now I was like, I choose my word. I do my best to choose my words wisely. And like what I said was that what you were saying was ridiculous. I was attacking I'm going to attack ideas fiercely. And that's why I challenge people. I'll let you know up front. Like, make sure you're separating your ideas from who you are, because I'm coming at your idea full force. You know. So what I'm saying is there is a lot of wisdom to be discovered within paradoxes. You know what I mean? Like, just like there's not all liquids do have the same thing in all environments. There's a such thing as a thermophile, things that can only live in boiling temperatures. So there are things, and there's different that take shape when you combine different elements and all kind of different things. My only thing I was saying to you is I fully believe that the space that you're in is one that could stumble onto something that could completely alter the paradigm of reality that we live in. The only thing is, flush that idea out and make sure that it's making sense so that you don't lose credibility when you finally discover that thing that it is that you want to share.
But hold on, Quasi, I'm gonna challenge Quasi on
I might
that.
have to leave in a minute.
But hold on, I'm gonna challenge Quasi on that shit real quick, because when black men discovered that we were the founders of civilization, that shit was ridiculous. We had no, you know what I'm saying, to even ask that question. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, sometimes the things that may lead to truth may not make no motherfucking sense. So so when I present them, it's like, yo, we had to be in history. Nah, nigga, we was always slaves. You know, my mama told me we was always slaves. So we have to understand that sometimes shit is going to hit us from crazy directions, and we have to be open with it. And I'm like, yo, I'm grateful to the flat earthers because they added another.
I'm just putting a bug in y'all there. That's all. Yeah, I'm not saying please. I don't want to talk about this. I just want to let you know where I stand and why I'm here. And I got so much stuff to share with y'all. It's stuff I've discovered. I like to experiment with stuff, and I'm working on going off the grid. I don't need no electricity. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, like let's happen to that, because I'm a cold man when it comes to going off electricity. So
wait, hold on, time out.
Company for 10 years.
Wait, stop. You said you could have us living comfortably without electricity?
Okay. Yes, I can.
That's what
well, shit, I'm a flat earther. God damn it. Leave him alone. I'm a flat earther. God damn it. This nigga, hey.
Yeah. So the thing is that. I just want everybody to listen to me, all the viewers, and when they replay this message, is that I live in the Sunshine State of Florida, and I just became a homeowner, and the first thing I wanted to do was put solar panels on my roof. I realized that there's a scam. They're capitalizing on this. What it is that when I put lime and sulfuric in it, and sometimes hydrochloric. The thing about sulfuric is it's a great chemical to spark your battery up. You know, everybody has sulfuric in their stomach to a pH of a 1. And sulfuric is low as a 1 on a pH level. So I took a battery. I'm going to slow down. I took a battery to my job. I sprayed it out with some water, a car battery, and I dried it out. I let it air dry. So I went over to the sulfuric. It was 98% concentrated sulfuric, not diluted. I put the sulfuric in the battery with a pipette. I rose it up to just the little metal piece you can see when you open it up. I don't know what it's called. So you take it up to a little metal piece. I let it cool down for 30 minutes. I put it in the car when I clocked out. I took it to Advanced Auto. I put it on the counter. I said, hey, man, can you charge this up? I just want to let you know I put fresh plastic in it. He said, good looking. I put my name on it. He put a sticker on it. He took it to the back room. When I walked out the door, the man said, hey, this is already charged up. What'd you do to it? Why'd you even bring it here? I'm like, for real? He's like, yeah, it's already 100% charged up. What'd you put in? I said, I put 100% sulfuric in it. He said, what? And then we all started pondering, like, hold on, man, they diluting our batteries. It's a yield thing. They're getting yields off our batteries. They're putting, a little bit of distilled water and some sulfuric in. That's why they only last like 2.5 years. But guess how long I had this battery, y'all? I had this battery for 7 years in my car, and it has not died yet. Because what it is that it's concentrated. It's not diluted. So And what I'm doing now is I took a few other batteries I put inside a wooden box, and I tapped into it and I wired it up to wire up my deep freezer and my refrigerator. It's a self-sustained generator that's going to last for, I'm trying to count down, probably maybe 5 years. But I can get better than that. The thing I realized about the solar panels is the solar panels supposed to charge up the batteries, and then the batteries give us electricity. So what I'm saying is that they are going to give you some diluted batteries. You don't need to take these batteries and get them sparked up. You can put 100% sulfuric from the earth at the bottom of the ocean and put it, like if anything happened to us in this world, you can go to the bottom of the ocean, get that sulfuric, put it in your battery, and you will have electricity right there to power up your car or maybe your appliances based on your watch. I don't know what you're doing, but I got something better than that. The thing is, I realized that the element of the magnet can last 100 years. This is what Tesla was talking about. So I have a light in my garage that runs off a magnet field. I took 2 magnets, I took 2 spark plugs, I wired copper around it, I tapped it on the right magnet and the left magnet. You can put the light between the magnet, which is a frequency, a field between it. That's infinite electricity. That's called infinite electricity. It will last for 100 years. You can wire your whole house off of magnetism. This is what they are running off of subway trains. This is what they're running off of all these high advanced machines at my job. Everything runs off of magnetism and a little bit opposite attraction of metal. Magnetism is the best element in the world. That's what our blood has in it. We have iron in our blood. Tesla was speaking on this stuff, and the ancestors, he started from the ancestors. And when he tapped into it, he was trying to give it back to the community for free because he was like, yo, the world is made out of magnetism. We are infinite electricity. And they took it and capitalized on us and created like these solar panels and all these other gadgets, these motherboards. The motherboards is a hoax. We don't need none of that stuff. All we need is magnets. Magnets has a straight, magnets has great frequency, a good feel between it. Magnets being light, and I'm going to stop at this because I ain't going to get weird with the earth thing. I'm just saying, I'm going to show a video, I'm going to post it on your stuff that I'm running my washer dryer off of magnets.
I'm going to say that actually everything you said that I fundamentally, aggressively disagree with, listen to all of that was worth it to hear you say that last thing you said.
That's what I'm saying.
My washer dryer?
Sometimes we
my
gotta
washer dryer?
No.
Nah, just the whole sulfuric acid and all of that. That shit was
brilliant. But you listen, the only way he would have been able to come to that was going outside of all this other shit. And that's why I'm saying, we don't be trying to whoop on them. God damn it. All we gotta do is, all right, let me hear you out. Let's ask some questions. This motherfucker, dude, stop talking. We need to go and sit down and you need to start writing because what you're saying.
So put his hands across his chest and just knew that he was going to die. So go ahead.
The big money people who were behind or who were funding Tesla, when they realized what he wanted to do, they took their funds away.
Tesla, what they want to capital come to him for the magnetism.
But that's West Asian. That's West Asian capitalism. You have to capitalize, and you have to, in order for there to be a top cash, in order for there to be a top cash, there has to be a bottom cash. So we have to understand we're in a system that requires a top and a bottom. But what you're talking about is balancing out. And what Tesla and what other individuals talking about was balancing out. And we have to understand that is in total opposition of what is currently in place. And I want you to imagine this. I want you to imagine you coming into a life of comfort and everything that you have is built upon. After you find out everything you have is built upon the myths, the legends, and the fables that your people have been telling, and you all of a sudden find out that you have a young motherfucker somewhere not supporting those myths and legends. What would you do?
You speaking to me on that, or you speaking to the panel?
I'm just talking about us from, like, for example, well, let me tell you what I would do. I'm going to tell you exactly what I would do. I will unapologetically have that motherfucker executed. No apologies, no explanations.
Oh, no yeah. It makes you feel like that, man. Because when I started, I was like, come on, man. Why? It's always, why are the questions? It's like, come on, but it's the greediness, man. But it's like, what can you give a rich person? What can you literally walk into open and say, I bought you a gift that's still another way? What they want is control and power and confusion. And I had
and I'm agreeing with you, but what I'm saying is, if you could imagine yourself in that position, in the present mind state of the world, what would you do with somebody that was going to threaten your very livelihood? The comfort that you want to pass on to your grandchildren. What would you do to them?
I'm going all out.
Not from where you are now, but if you would see, because one of the key factors that separate us from all other people in the world is that we have the ability to empathize, not just sympathize, but empathize with other people. That is a very powerful weapon, to be able to empathize. Because in putting myself in that situation, I could look and see how, because if I could feel how they feel, I could have the thoughts go through my mind that would go through their mind. This is what I'm saying. With some of the stuff and some of the discoveries you have, you don't need to be as open with that. We'll build up a forum where we're going to discuss this in a more private situation and be able to see some of your findings, because
in a more secure setting.
Right. You understand what I'm saying? Because right now, what you're spouting out right now, because right now, let me tell you right now, just how one of them would think. If I heard any ounce of truth in what you're saying that batteries could last 100 years.
I didn't find out. I did right now. I have it right here. I just told you, my car is running off that.
Wait, you're not hearing me. Okay, you're not hearing me. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not even challenging the fact that it's running. I trust that your battery is 7 years old and it is running. But what you have to understand is, in my empathy and being able to look at my enemy, you are more of a threat to me than motherfuckers marching on Madison Avenue. Do you understand? Because your ass, if you share that battery that can last 7 years, you done fucked up 7 years of my profit. So you know what that means? What I gotta do with you? Tesla.
You gotta test with me. You gotta get me out of here.
Right now, right. Yeah. Right. See, and you being nice. See, because you said fuck with you. No, dude. From the perspective and the way that I've been taught to think in this system, I'm not gonna fuck with you. I'm going to kill you. This is America, nigga. Mm-hmm. I'm not playing.
I got you now.
You see what I'm saying? So you stepping outside of everything that everybody told you allowed you to use your imagination to come up with something very creative.
You so right, because my friends over here, when I'm showing them how to do it so they can be off the grid, and they was like, dude, you can get a ticket for this because you got to report this stuff. You got to let them know you're going off the grid. I said, damn.
And you got to be careful about who your friends, dog. You don't even, like I said, at this point in time, because let me tell you about, let me say this to you. The flat earth community, it's infiltrated. I'm looking for different thinking motherfuckers as our enemy. Empathize with my enemy.
To complement everything.
No, exactly. I'm in everything, because if I get my finger on shit before it pops off, I can eliminate the innovators of that. So I'm in the flat earth community, because I want you to think about this. Because even in the flat earth community, you have motherfuckers be like, we all the same, and boom, boom, boom. This whole universal shit is one of their masks that they put on to get us all, we all the same, all the way until and start making money. Then we not all the same, nigga. You gotta go.
Yeah.
You know, so we gotta be, and what I'm telling you is you got to look at some of the people that you might be considering friends. You might need to be reaching out to individuals that were involved with you in your childhood that you know for a fact don't have FBI or CIA connections.
He's right. She said, he's right. You know, I like you, Crazy. I like this brother. And shout out to the other brother. You're so right, because that's what happened to when the hippies had a hippie movement. It was only going for 10 years. They killed off that hippie movement because hippies was organically making their own clothes and not trending and not doing all this. And then they created hip-hop, and hip-hop came around, and then there's y'all's culture. Go get the Adidas and this and that. But go ahead.
I'm done because I gotta be at a meeting in 20 minutes, and I'm 30 minutes away.
Mm-hmm. What time is it?
It is
1:35.
1:35, Brother Kwame. And I'm still waiting for this goddamn snowstorm that was scheduled to be popping off. So I'm going over here to meet my kids because we had young people. Family, listen, we out here doing the work. We had our young people working with our young people. They did a lock-in, and they're bringing the boys over to the school as we speak right now. So I just want y'all to know the work is being done. I want to say, Brother Aaron, I want to thank you. Brother Quasey, with your mean ass, I want to thank you because I love that shit about you. I love that shit about you. Brother Aaron.
I love Quasey.
Brother Aaron. Brother Aaron.
Always, and you still can't stick me.
Hey, Quasey, come on, man.
One love, man. One love. I'll see you in the school, bro.
Yes, sir. Brother Aaron, be careful who's around you. Be careful who's around you. Start documenting your shit.
Yeah,
and if you're going to come out like if you coming out like this, you need to get you a YouTube channel and start showing motherfuckers immediately how to do what you're doing. Because please understand what happened with Tesla. All right? I mean, you brought Tesla up. I didn't bring them up. So please understand what happened.
People already doing it, brother. People already doing it. It's just I'm more truthful about the ABCs of breaking it down. Everybody just want to give me a donation type stuff. I don't want no money, man. I just want to help people out, man.
I could dig that. And I'm with you on that shit, right? But please understand, your enemy is well financed. They taking donations in the church. They taking donations in the media. They got a military. These motherfuckers ain't playing. So understand, you can't be playing either. But yo, go ahead, Aaron. Hit last word, you.
Okay, before y'all. Okay, I want to close out with this. Anytime y'all's microwave break down, look inside y'all's microwave. You're gonna realize there's 4 magnets in there. Sometimes they rotate and they create the microwave off of magnets, and magnets frequency field became microwave. That was the frequency. So y'all can look into that. The microwave has magnets in it.
Wait, stop. I'm gonna be late now. You said microwaves are made from magnets.
Microwaves has 4 magnets in it when I took my microwave apart.
Stop.
I love this brother, man.
Stop. Listen. See, because most niggas
have to see how we put it back together.
Right, exactly. Because most people don't even see. Because I was just thinking about this.
Ain't nobody taking this apart, but
I was just thinking. Listen. You are answered to a prayer because I was just thinking about microwaves the other day because I'm driving down the street and just random thoughts coming through my head. People protesting about nuclear energy, and basically what they do with nuclear energy is that they use these dangerous elements to create enough heat to create steam to make electricity. I said, why nobody ever made a giant microwave and put water in there? Because ain't no poison shit coming out of my microwave after I get done making me a motherfucking Hot Pocket. So why not just microwave the water to make the motherfucking steam to, you know what I'm saying? You come and then all of a sudden you come out of here. See, because we didn't make you, you know what I'm saying, to where you didn't want to talk to us. You say some shit like a microwave oven has 4 magnets in it.
Yes, I took my microwave apart to do my self-sustained generator, and I got my magnets out of the microwave, and I said, these some good sizes right here. I'm going to use these.
Maybe this is for the next show, but
yeah. But I'm going to get Clayton's number. He can let me know, because his little baby generators for my house, so we can go over it.
Have you considered the desalinization process?
What was that you said?
Desalinization. So you take ocean water, which is salty, and then
I already did that. I did the salt water and the magnet with the light bulb. But I already did that test. I took a cup and I poured water in there. I took some salt, some table salt, and I put that in, and I put a little a nice solid magnet with a hollow in the inside. And I took the light bulb, and you can just touch the top of the water, and there it is. And you can create a solar light on site.
Wait, stop. You saying? Wait, stop. See, because I don't know if you know.
They playing us.
Stop.
They're lying our kids, man. They're lying our kids, man.
Brother, listen to me. Are you telling me that you used a magnet and a light bulb?
A magnet, water, and table salt, and you can take the light bulb, and you can get the currency through that.
Stop talking. All right, family, listen.
Yep.
Wait.
Next video.
Stop. Yeah, we need to. All right. This is Gye-Nyame Journey.
See, some of the stuff that this brother's talking about, Hatem, is some of the science that I want our babies to be able to experiment with.
Right.
I like it, bro. I'm telling you, bro, it's safe. You don't have to get no test and say, it might shock me. The earth wasn't created like that. It's very simple and it's safe. We have safe infinite electricity that we are not allowed to mess with, that they put in Black Panther, that they called it vibranium. And the dude got shot. He said, what is this? Who is them runoff? She said, see, that's vibranium. He's looking like, what? And then the dude that wanted to take over the kingdom, he said, we need to take this back to the people. And I go about that Black Panther, but they put it in that movie. They call it vibranium, but it's magnets over here. It's the vibranium that was running them subway trains and was healing people. And we put it on our wrist. We had the metal ring that went around our wrist that had a little bit of magnets on it that made our bones feel good because we got iron in our blood. And they hide in that fact about this element. But go ahead.
So now I regret going down the damn rabbit hole with whatever the hell we were talking about. We should have went this direction. Are you talking?
No, but we wouldn't have gotten this direction. Hold on, we wouldn't have gotten this direction if we didn't first deal with.
I forgot. I'm sorry. I know you're about to leave, but please, if I can break down the Black Panther more about this magnetism. When the dude in the street that was left behind wanted to take over the kingdom, the main thing about the movie is that he wanted to sell the vibranium back to the world. And the leader, the coup leader, Black Panther, he was like, no, they can't handle that power. He's like, what you mean? They can do a lot with this. He was like, no, they can't handle it. But remember that white dude that shot in the movie, he got healed off of vibranium. And he was like, what the heck? And the girl was like, silly, that's just vibranium. And he looked out the how is them survey trains moving? They're levitating. She was like, that's just vibranium. And he just walked around like, all this runoff of vibranium? Yes, they're hiding. If you look at the land they was bubbled up in, they was hiding it because they had all the vibranium. We are not tapped into magnetism, whatever you call it. We are tapped into electricity. Tesla is like that Black Panther. He wanted to give it back to us, but the movie was twisted wrong. He was trying to give it back to the peoples, and he was like, they can't handle it. He was like, this stuff can heal us, man. He's like, no, we can't do it, man. It's not getting in the wrong hands. That's the Hitler part. Hitler, if it got in the hands like Hitler, he was going to capitalize over everybody. But it's the magnet that heals our bones. It makes our blood move. When we swell, we can take two magnets and just rotate it up and down to the iron in our blood. They don't want to learn that. They're talking about eat this, take this, vaccine that. Man, I'm telling you, it's all about magnetism. And that's what all composites point. But go ahead.
All right. But listen, we're gonna have this week. You know, we do these on a weekly basis. So just join Gye-Nyame Journey on Facebook if you're on Facebook. And know when the shows is coming up because we have discussions. And we're gonna have a discussion tomorrow.
Yeah, I can take my time explaining today. Yeah.
But we about to roll. I gotta go because I gotta get over here because these boys is gonna be over here. I can't wait for this snowstorm to come so I can show motherfuckers that you don't cancel. How you gonna talk about you revolutionary, you changing the world, and the motherfucking snowstorm come and you all of a sudden stop? We don't stop for no goddamn snowstorm. The snowstorm stopped for us. Goddamn, listen. You know what I'm saying? So family, listen, I will be at Warrior Training. I'm going to be a couple minutes late because the brothers start dropping bombs and shit. And I got it all on here. I'm saving this shit. I got it.
Vibranium bombs.
Right. He dropping vibranium bombs and shit. And listen, this is because we blew up old paradigms. So we have to be able to look. Because listen, I don't agree. Listen, I personally don't agree with the flat earth shit, but I'm not so motherfucking closed-minded that I want that.
The flat earth not gonna help you out. It just won't. Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is, Aaron, I'm not talking to you. I just want the people to understand this. I don't necessarily agree with the flat earth paradigm, the way they see it. Right? But the way they see it allowed this brother to start experimenting outside, and the shit that he dropped after we went through that long discussion was like, because listen to me. I'll be a flat earther for free electricity. I'm just being honest with y'all. I don't give.
Well, we don't gotta go to work.
I'm just telling y'all right now. You know what I'm saying? Because the round earth and this big galaxy and shit ain't gave me shit free. This brother he done went through the whole flat earth paradigm, and I don't agree with that, but he turned around and be like, hey, I'll give you free electricity. Nigga, I'm flat earther right here. Sign me up. Where is this? For
100 years. For 100 years.
I get a free battery for 100 years? Where did I sign my motherfucking name?
Magnus died off.
Because listen, Quasi mean ass ain't never talked to me about giving me any free electricity. Quasi, where my free electricity with all this?
He's so stupid.
Where's my free electricity? All this black power and shit.
And dark liquor. That's where I draw the line.
Dark liquor. This nigga gave me dark liquor.
As long as you got that, Quasi.
He get matter. I can form a universe dark liquor. I get a hangover. I'm going with the dark matter.
Yeah, man, I'll catch y'all at the
Flat Earth win an argument because he came with some real shit.
Hey man, flat power, man.
All right, black power to you as well, brother. And did you say flat power or did you...
I said flat power. Yes, flat power, brother.
All right, man. Listen. I ain't all the way on the flat. I got to get the free electricity before I can go on and be like flat power, brother. But listen, black power from my end, and I hear you. But yo,
like round earth and round booty.
Round power, brother.
I'm sorry. Quasi just swayed me to his side with the round booty, round earth.
Round, yeah.
Cause I might have to fall in love with some flat booty if it's flat earth. I like round booty, so Quasi pulled it out at the end. Unless you got something to top that.
Or one type.
He don't even like. Look, he don't even like flat booty.
With the booty.
He don't even like flat booty. He like,
We got a queen on the line.
We gotta go, Hotel.
I'm gone. Peace out. But yo, thank y'all for joining us.
I appreciate you, bro. I'm gonna get up with you. I'm about to drop you my number. All
right, so let me know the next panel.
Yes, sir. We'll be tomorrow morning sometime. But all right, family, listen. I need to let you know you have joined the Congregation of Mighty. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Come on, Anime. She was so impressed by the dude brother talking about the electricity that she just. And of course, you know this is the Daily Toast. This is a Heart of a Simple production, and December, if I have to wait like that again, you will be looking for your next meal on the street, homie. Right. Will we strive to blow up your old paradigms? I'm on my way to the school. Shasha and Gina, y'all got socks? Shut up! Do you got socks or not, lady? You got socks?